Welcome to Sewing Chatter. I'm Kristen. Today we're talking about what do you do when you run out of sewing inspiration. Now, for me right now, it's happening due to life being a little unsettled with the COVID-19, everyone kind of social distancing, staying home a lot more. I find when things get unsettled, I have a harder time feeling like I want to sew. But when I do, I feel so much better. So I've got three main things that I do when that happens. I look for projects that are functional. So I look around and I see, okay, what do my kids need? What does my husband need? Is there anything that I can make for them that will make life easier, or that they would really enjoy, or that something that they really need? The second thing is it needs to be quick and simple. I have to be able to pump it out fairly quickly. It has to be pretty much instant gratification. I don't want something that's going to take me multiple days. I don't have the patience for it right now. It has to be something that pretty much is a guaranteed it's going to turn out. Or if it's not perfect, it's not the end of the world. Not like a shirt or something that we're going to wear out that I want just everything to the last detail perfect. I want simple, easy, quick, something that doesn't add any more stress. Next thing, number 3, is that it's got to be something I've made before. Because there's nothing more stressful than making something new and then you're trying to figure out their instructions and trying to figure out how it works, where sometimes you just need to go cut out your pattern, sew it up, and everything is as it's supposed to be. You know what to do. You don't need to check the instructions because you've done this before. And I find that it's very settling for me. On top of that, it is important to have the fabric on hand because let's be honest, if you have to run out to get your fabric, for some of us, that won't happen. I have a very healthy fabric stash, a little too healthy, but it means that whenever I feel like up to doing a project, I have the stuff. I can sit down, I can do it, even if I get inspired or get myself sorted out at 10 o'clock at night, that I can do it. I can do it now. And that's why it's important to have at least some of your supplies around and available and knowing what stuff you can do quickly, easily, and will work for you. First off, what I've discovered when I was going through my stuff, my husband needs some pajama shorts. Now he's a little picky. He needs really light fabric because he gets too warm. So I have the 5 out of 4 patterns has a free pajama pants pattern that has really good big pockets that my husband likes. He can fit his phone when he's wandering around the house. And so for this one, I've picked out a nice light cotton blue fabric. I have to admit it's a little tricky sometimes finding a large enough piece of fabric for my husband's shorts because they're so long. You can't just do little chunks of fabric. You have to have a big piece of fabric for all 4 pieces. But I think I've got enough here. So my husband's all set. Next up, I went through my oldest daughter's, and she is in need of pajama pants as well. Now, while the first pattern that I mentioned, the 5 out of 4 patterns pajama pants, it is unisex, same as the patterns for Pirates, Walk the Plank PJs. They are both free, they're both unisex, they can be made for either boys or girls, well, men or women actually. But for some reason, I prefer this style for my daughter. Maybe it's because I haven't made the other style for her yet, but so far I like this one. And so she needs something nice and cozy. So I've got some flannel that will do just the trick. Next up for my oldest daughter is that she needs some camisoles right now. So we're making some camis, but it's got to be comfy fabric and it's got to be light. And so I had some nice cotton jersey with some bat masks on it. You got to go fun, even if it's hidden. So I'll be making the Maui Tank and Cami from New Horizon Designs. Make sure New Horizon Designs. Yeah, I've made it before for Christmas for my daughter, and it fit her really well. Also, on top of that, is the underwear that needs to be made. Doesn't matter how old my kids are or whether they should have hand-me-downs or what should be. I feel like the kids always need underwear. So you're probably wondering, what is this bundle of fabric? It's my scraps of stretchy fabric. And Sometimes their underwear looks a little crazy because it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but they love them. And we do find that they fit better on their butts. So for my oldest daughter, I use the Scrundlewear 2.0 by Stitch Upon a Time. That one fits really well for her. We use the boy short, so it's a little bit, it's not as high cut, it's a little low, sits lower. And for my younger daughter, we use the Peekaboo Patterns Classic Panties in Camisole. That one has worked really well for her as well. On top of that, you know, we're hanging around the house a lot, so we need comfy clothes, because let's be honest, we're not going to get fully dressed in jeans and decked out every day. If we're hanging out at home, we're going to be cozy. So I'm going to use the Striped Swallow Designs, the Juniper Joggers. I'm going to make a pair for each of the girls. And I've got this really cool fleece fabric that it's smooth on one side as though it should be sitting on the outside of a shirt, but the inside is fleecy. And I think it's going to be really cozy. After all, we're here in Canada. It doesn't hit spring for at least another month minimum, if not 2. So cozy is always nice here. So these are what I'm starting with to get my sewing energy back. The stuff that's simple, I can do in an afternoon. I can pump out a few and feel like I've accomplished something. Sometimes you just need to break yourself in. If you have any suggestions about how to get your sewing energy back and get inspiration, please leave a comment down below. Thank you for joining me on Sewing Chatter. Please subscribe. We'll see you soon.